already started. Okay, so today we are going to be talking about The Wolf of Snow Hollow. I forgot the dude's name already. I thought I had it pulled up. I didn't. The Wolf of Snow. There it is. Jim Cummings. You think that's his real last name? Or if he was just like, I have a gay last name, so I might as well make it something catchy. Jim Cummings. So Jim is an interesting dude. He wrote, directed, and starred in this movie, and I believe he also produced it. So he's one of those guys. He's one of the few people that can. I don't star in my movies.
You?
I don't star in my movies, bro. I can't afford me. I'm too expensive for me. The fact that he stars in his own movie, this guy is either talented or egotistical maniac, or maybe both. I actually like this movie.
Gotta be a little bit of both.
I looked a little into his career when this movie came out, because this movie is what made me go, oh, this looks interesting. I like werewolf movies and murder mystery movies, and I like movies that take place in the snow. So I'll give it a little look-see. When I did, it put me down a rabbit hole. I haven't watched his other movies, but they look good. This was his second movie he's ever made. But I have some thoughts on it. This is the second time I've watched it. I've talked about it with you over the years, bringing it up. Snowy time is upon us. When this episode airs, it will be time for December. Be the beginning of December. So here we go. What'd you think? Look at that stupid face. Tell me what you think.
Well, to all my other stupid faces out there, this movie sucks. This movie's probably one of the worst werewolf movies I've ever seen. Pretty lackluster, man. It's not great. It's not a great movie. This movie's actually pretty funny. I would have liked to see more of the werewolf. That's my biggest gripe. My biggest gripe is that it's a fucking horror movie. It's a comedy horror movie. Not much werewolf. The dialogue is very funny. There are, his interactions with his daughter is fucking hilarious. The way she comes out with these oddball questions that just straightforward to the point, just cutthroat questions. Yeah, I chuckled. There were no belly laughs, but there were a little ha-ha. I was surprised to see how many celebrities were in the movie, how many people were in the movie. That didn't add anything to the movie for me, though. The way you spoke about this movie and how you spoke about it for so long. When I finally get to see it, I just knew it was not great.
Fine. Yeah. All right. Just shit all over. What's interesting is I kept bringing up this movie to you, but I never said that it was my favorite movie. I was just like, I think this is interesting. I want to know your opinion on it. So now that I've got it, thanks. No.
Listen. This is just like every other director that loves their characters too much and doesn't know how to end a movie or go anywhere with their fucking story. The setups were funny. The jokes were there. But if it's a movie supposedly about a werewolf, I don't know, kind of like Alien Earth, you should show the fucking thing. If it had a small budget, get rid of some of the cameos and put more of the wolf in there. I mean, the werewolf. What the fuck, man? Even the showdown.
Yeah. You thought it was going to go somewhere, but it didn't really amp up to that. I want to say that when they pulled a little switcheroo on you, but I'm trying to figure out the order I want to go in and talking about this. Okay, so the first time I watched it, I was actually disappointed because I was very much looking forward to this movie. I watched it with a date at the time at my house, and I obtained it in some way on my computer. How it got there, we'll let the feds figure that out. But it was there on my computer, and I watched it, and I was let down.
For incriminating purposes only. It was on my computer. I don't know how it got there.
I find myself enjoying the ride and then being disappointing with how the reveal was. So here's the reveal. They pulled what I like to call M. Night Shyamalan's The Village on you. It was a man in a suit. That's the big reveal. It wasn't a werewolf at all. It was a man in a suit. And so, it turns from being mythological to being a serial killer. Now, the first time I watched it, that was disappointing. But the second time I watched it, knowing that that's what it was, it actually added a lot of fun to it. There was a lot of signs and things I got to pick up. And then, so I didn't think of it as a werewolf movie. I thought of it as a serial killer true crime movie with a horror, a werewolf theme surrounding it. And when I looked at it through that lens, for me personally, don't think it's going to change your opinion, but for me personally, I enjoyed it a lot more because of that. But I could see your disappointment because I felt the same thing the first time I watched it, second time I watched it, a little bit better.
Cool. So you know where I'm at then.
Yeah, I know
You
where
know
you're
I'm
at.
at. Fucking,
I was
holy
curious
shit.
to see.
This
I was curious to see if you would have the same opinion I did the first time I watched it. I don't think you're going to rewatch this movie and have a different opinion like I did because I don't think
no.
you like. I don't think you like serial killer stuff as much as I do. But
That's not
I
true.
do.
It's not that I don't like serial killer stuff. I want an interesting fucking story. And don't bait me with fantastical,
Right.
crazy, awesome shit and then you deliver bullshit. Don't fucking tell me it's a werewolf and then it's not a fucking werewolf.
Yeah,
You've already cut your fucking balls
I
off
get
after
that.
that. Listen, as horror fans, this is what we do. We watch for every 10 movies there's one movie that's good.
Right.
And I feel like it just falls into the one of the 10 movies that's dog shit. This is the act of attrition of being a horror movie fan. You watch a movie, you don't like it, you just gotta wait until the next one comes up and hopefully it's good. This is the lentil soup of chili. You know what I'm saying? This is the bait and switch. I thought it was chili and it was lentil soup. It's garbage. Fuck this
Dog
movie. This
shit.
movie would have been way better if it was a werewolf.
Dog shit was a nice pun, and I also agree with you. I think that the movie would be better if it was an actual
I didn't even know
werewolf.
I was making a pun.
I know, but I just had to point it out. That's what I'm here for. You know.
I think the thing that bothers me so much is that the dialogue is good, the acting is atrocious, but it's meant to be atrocious because the main character is a recovering alcoholic, so everything is intensified and very aggravating and annoying to him as he's going through
Right.
withdrawals throughout this story, and almost like Spider-Man, he has to deal with like 7 things at once. Like there's that
Right.
one scene where he's literally at the crime scene and he has to deal with all of
Yeah.
that shit. Do you realize that this movie, Werewolves Within, and I don't know, there's another fucking movie out there that's all small town.
In the snow.
It all has to deal with the sheriff, Wolf Cop. There it is, Wolf Cop, Werewolf Within, in this movie. They all have a similar kind of like.
Yeah.
They're all in the same vein. Only Wolf Cop was good.
I like Werewolf Within a lot. I like that one a lot.
It's all right.
I know you're whatever on it, but I quite enjoyed that one a lot. Wolf Cop is a fucking thrill ride. I mean,
Yeah.
what just a fun movie, dude. I had a blast when I saw that movie. That's a solid one. No, so there's good actors in this movie. There's all right actors in this movie, but I think the main guy really does a good job of like selling the comedy and the comedic timing of it all, and made, like you said, the overreaction of everything kind of work. So that's what's I think aggravating for me the first time I watched it, was that there's so much about this movie that worked, but you kind of made me feel cheated by making it a serial killer instead of a werewolf. But like I said, I did quite enjoy it the second time I watched it, knowing that going into it. So that is.
Again, it bugs me because I laughed. It
Yeah.
it has its charm. It is actually really funny.
Yeah.
So when he actually confronts the serial killer, right? First off, the scene with the serial killer and that woman, really just overly like cringe creep. You know what I mean? Like it was, it sold it. It definitely worked.
Correct.
But when he actually confronts the guy and he's like, "Hey, you mind standing up?" He goes back to the tree. He's like, "You mind standing up?"
That's
real
what I
quick?"
thought.
And he goes, "Yeah." I feel like this guy really liked Evil Dead and just wanted to be his own version of Ash,
Right.
which isn't really a bad thing, I guess. But
No, yeah. I
mean,
think a
we
lot
already
of
have that movie, but all right.
what I did love about this movie was I really liked the look of it. I think he did a really good job directing it. There were some really cool camera angles and shots. The kill scenes are really cool, but I will say I felt this way about both times that I watched it. I think my biggest annoyance of the whole thing is I did not like the fact that he edited the kill scenes in with a future scenes. I think it was like them examining the body of each kill.
Right. Yeah.
And it was like he was cutting it in. He edited in between. He took out all. I mean, literally, he just took out all the intensity of the kill scene. There was even, I think it was like the second
Yeah.
kill scene where it was the chick with the baby, where
Yeah.
he like it was so creepy and so intense, and then all of a sudden he started playing like comedy music and like literally spliced in a comedy scene in that part where he's fighting with the coroner or whatever, and it's just like the forensic
right.
guy or whatever, and I was just like, dude, both of those scenes separate from each other are good scenes. It was a funny scene with the
That was
coroner, and it was an intense
that was
scene
pretty
with the
cool when that werewolf stands up and and
yes,
towers over the fucking car. I was
yeah,
like,
dude,
that's kind of cool. Actually, even when they showed the werewolf, I went, oh, okay, we're getting a werewolf.
yeah,
They're, you know what I mean? Like, not like it wasn't wolves, it wasn't a wolf, it was a
right.
werewolf. This bitch stood up and I was like,
And it looked like a
bravo.
classic werewolf. Yeah,
It's fucking, they're doing it, man. Look at that cute little fuzzy furry on the television. All right. And then they took it away. It was just
yeah.
a furry the whole time.
It was just a furry the whole time, dude.
The whole time. You know
The
what
whole time.
irritated me was the montage. There was a little montage after his dad dies.
Yes.
Because like, why don't listen? This is a really simple camera trick. Okay, really simple camera trick. I don't know why people don't fucking do it. It makes sense. If you're gonna do a flashback, do a tone. Do tone over. Do a tone over the fucking thing so we know it's a fucking flashback. All right. I don't want to have to sit there and watch halfway through it and then realize it's a flashback. I go, wait, when is this happening? Why is this happening? At what point does this even need to happen? Like, just fucking change something about the fucking film to let you know it's a fucking flashback.
I'd say
Please.
that there's I understand. I think there's multiple ways to skin the cat, so to speak, on this, but definitely just like it is annoying when.
But that's the easiest one. The easiest one. If you don't have a
The
brain
easiest
cell,
one,
that's
if
the
you're gonna
easiest
do that.
fucking thing you can
Yeah.
do. All right?
Correct.
I mean,
Yeah.
come on. Just fuck, dude. If
Sure.
you're strapped for fucking time, just put a fucking tone on fucking backstory or backflash. I just don't
Backslap.
dude, it's aggravating as fuck.
Sure.
It's so aggravating. Because you watch what? You got a Texas Chainsaw Massacre, right? The remake with the one with Jessica Biel. It has a hue of like green and yellow, right? And then if they do any kind of flashy like backstory or any kind of cut-ins, it's a different shade. It's a different tone completely.
Right.
It's not that difficult.
The editing was the one thing that kind of bummed me out consistently in both things. But again, I
He
still
edited
thoroughly
this
enjoyed
fucking
it.
thing too?
I don't know. I assumed so, just because if you're gonna have that
He
much
just
involvement.
micromanaged this entire fucking movie.
Yeah,
He had to write it, star in it, and direct it.
I'm curious now, but
Let off the gas a little bit, man. Let
I
somebody
assume
else
so.
help out.
I assume so, but I could be wrong.
If
But
you're
it
gonna
does-
do all of those things and be in control of everything, you're definitely an ego fucking maniac, whether this is your brain baby child or not.
right? Oh, he didn't edit it, but I'm sure he had a say in
Well,
there.
that's great. I'm glad he didn't edit it because it probably could have been worse. Why does the main guy, the main guy in the fucking movie who directed the fucking thing, right? Did you look at his teeth? His canine teeth are actually way longer than the rest of his fucking teeth, which is giving you I was like, well, he's the werewolf, right?
Nope.
And
Yeah,
I was like,
no.
no, that's just his fucking teeth.
That's just his fucking teeth.
Just, yeah, this is his face. This is what happens.
It's just the space.
Eh.
Yeah, I think it's a fun little snow movie, though. Maybe give it a rewatch, see what you think. It's interesting what people. I think this is just like almost like a case study movie of do people like twist endings like that. My wife enjoyed it quite a bit. That's pretty much it. I also.
No, I'm a child. I'm a child. You can't
get it.
can't wave fantasy in front of my face and give me nothing.
I'm the same way, dude. I really am. The first time I saw this movie,
You
that was a
nailed it.
huge.
You
it was a
nailed
huge
it
disappointment.
with the village thing, man. It's the village.
Yeah, the village. It's the village move, dude. It's the village move.
Fuck all that. Fuck
Every
that.
time a movie has done it since the village, it just it makes the village hurt that much more.
Like,
It
could you
makes what-
imagine if you were watching Mimic, right?
It was just
The
a dude in a bug
the
suit.
roach monsters, right? And you get to the end, it's not even a big bug. It's just a dude in a trench coat.
Yeah. It's literally a
that.
dude with funny shoes. It's literally a dude.
Yeah.
What if it's like an older autistic dude? Like, because in that movie, it's like, that little boy's definitely got
Yeah.
a case of the burgers. You know what I mean? What if it's just like another
Definitely has a
autistic
Big
dude?
Mac.
Yeah. What if it was just another autistic dude and he didn't kill anybody? He was just like kidnapping people and bringing them to his little train. Oh my God, it makes so much sense, dude.
What if he wasn't killing them at all? He just brought them down to his sewer so he could do a tap dance routine for them.
That's literally what I just said.
Yeah,
You
he just tap
obviously
dan-
weren't listening.
and he just tap dances. Did you say
Just
that
tap
part?
dances.
Is
I
that
didn't
what
say
you
that
fucking
part.
said? You just said he puts on a fucking show. He dances
I didn't say that part.
he's got funny shoes.
I said the part of
Or
kidnapping
the
them and not
baby
killing them.
goo in the shoes. Fuck you, fucking shoes. No,
My
this
son went
movie's
to the city,
funny.
and that's
This
gay.
movie's funny.
It is funny. It's a very funny movie. What?
Your son went to who? What now?
I said my son went to the city and now he's gay. This movie is fun. This movie is funny though. It is quite a hoot. So I'll give him that. It makes me want to watch his other movies. I'll give him that. So there is. Do you have anything else you want to say about this movie? Because
other?
there's.
There's nothing else to say about this movie. I think everybody should check it out. It's not that bad. There are a lot of memorable faces that are in this movie. They get that one girl from Garfunkel and Oates is in it. I'm always happy to see her in a film.
Yeah,
you would think I would
she's
remember her fucking
good.
name by now, but
I'm
I'm
the same
retarded,
way.
so I can't.
That's literally the way I introduced her
Bro,
to.
she's in a movie. She's in a movie called Hell Baby. Great. Hell Baby's great. Hell Baby is so much fucking fun. I highly recommend Hell Baby. You know what's fun about Hell Baby is one of the posters is red and white, just like this fucking movie was advertised. It was all red and white. That's how my brain operates. Patterns.
So there's another movie I wanted to bring up that you saw already. Good Boy. Also on. Well, actually, The Wolf of Snow Hollow is not on Shudder, but Good Boy is. Just
That's
came out.
fucking awesome.
By the time by the time we air this episode, Good Boy will be out for about a little over a week. It came out this past Friday, but it's on Shudder. It's going to stay on Shudder because it's a Shudder original. I believe Shudder bought the rights to distribute it or whatever.
It said Shudder in
the
fucking theaters. Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. So, well, they could have still just bought the rights to it and distributed it and put their name on top of it. But
whatever. I don't fucking care. It's a Shudder movie.
It's a Shudder movie.
What'd you think?
I think it was good, not great. I don't think it was the most amazing piece of cinema I've ever seen. I think it leaned heavily on the whole dog thing, and everything surrounding it was kind of. The story was like whatever. The story was like
that's the fucking point.
A nothing burger of the thing.
Perspective of the dog.
And I don't think that they needed to get an actor to play the dad be that terrible. Like they could have tried a little bit. It was like they found the perfect dog, and it was an amazing dog actor. But then it's literally the exact opposite of the spectrum. They found the worst guy actor and the best dog actor and put it in. You didn't need the guy actor to be that bad to pay attention to the most adorable dog on the planet, for the record. From the trailer, this dog had me sold, dude. I was like, you are the cutest dog I've ever seen. Cinematographer was really cool. It was actually creepier than I thought it was going to be, but at the same time,
right? I give it props for being creepy. It's a creepy horror movie, and that's what I give it.
But at the end of it, I was like, I thought it was going to be more intense. I thought I was going to be like on the edge of my seat the entire time, and instead I was just like, man, I really hope this dog makes it. But not like, oh my god, I hope this dog makes it.
I was on the edge of my seat for a couple of scenes.
There was a couple of scenes that got me.
Like the end, that was fucked up, man.
It was okay.
Meh.
Just okay.
Don't be a fucking stick in the mud.
I'm not being a stick in the mud. Oh, so I'm talking about mud. So that was the other thing. I thought the monster was going to be cool. Instead, it was a shadow puppet and then a mud monster. That's what it was. It was a shadow puppet and a mud monster. That was the creature. Because there was this like part where he was seeing the point of view of the dog before him, which I thought was pretty cool because that's kind of a cliche genre thing that ghost stories do, where the guy will have a vision of the past person that whatever. Instead, it was like the past dog. So I thought that was a really cool neat thing that they did. But they did this cool thing where they zoomed in on the dog's eye and you saw whatever creature was coming out.
His brown eye.
His brown no. And then the hand reached out. I was like, oh, that looks creepy. And then it turned into be a mud monster. Get out of here with your mud, dude.
Yeah.
Take a shower.
Mud monster.
The mud monster. I'm sorry, the mud monster was not creepy at all. Every time Mud Man showed up, I was like, well, that just took me right out of it, dude. I'd rather it be I'd rather you go back to the shadow puppet. Bring up the shadow puppet again, and then maybe we'll talk. That mud monster was boring. I think that's the reason why the movie wasn't great to me, is because I didn't like the mud monster. I thought that was lazy. That was a lazy move. Just cover him in mud.
I didn't think that the movie was going to the movie didn't bring too much new shit other than the fact it's a very recycled story, just with the perspective of a dog and then with the outcome of dog victims and shit like that. So That's what you're getting. You're basically, you know what I mean? It's not. It could have been a Disney movie for fucking sake, but like, are you afraid of the dark Disney version or whatever? I don't know. The movie was genuinely creepy. It had its creepy moments, and I think that's where the movie excelled for me. Also, the fact that I don't know. I just like that the dog was like, I have no idea what's going on, but I'm gonna play every fucking scene.
The dog was awesome. The whole thing with the dog was
Yeah.
awesome, and I did like the way the movie was shot. I think it did a
Yeah.
really good job.
Okay, hold
of-
on. That scene where he like he brings the dog outside and chains him inside the
Yeah, yeah.
doghouse. That whole scene was fucked, man.
Yeah,
Like that whole
That
scene was
was-
creepy because that thing was pulling him into the fucking house. Like that was a very fucking intense scene. And I feel
agree.
like there are moments like that in the movie that are so good that I give them I give the movie much respect for what they did
Yeah.
as far you know for things like that. There are other things that happened that I thought were a little like meh. Overall, that's one you own. That's one that's gonna be a cult classic, I think.
yeah. I mean, I wouldn't go that far, but I wouldn't
All right.
say you're
Mark
crazy
this
for
day.
doing that.
Mark this fucking day. And in 20 years from now, when we're, you know, coughing farts and stuff, we can come back and we can talk about
20 years, Jesus Christ.
20 years. We can knock the
Fuck.
dust off our nuts and we can have a conversation about whether or not this movie is a classic or
Oh,
not.
dude, I cannot wait to have dusty nuts, dude. I'm ready to retire these balls.
We're
I'm
white.
ready to
We probably already have dusty nuts.
That's probably true. I don't know what
There's only
being
so
white
much
has to do
lotion.
with it.
Because
Sure.
white people don't wear lotion that much. We don't exfoliate
What?
as much.
Okay.
Well, that's why you're always
Says you.
itchy. It's why white people are always itchy. Shut up.
You made me scratch right now.
I know. It's because you're not wearing enough lotion, you dumb motherfucker. on the
Damn.
other hand-
Already
I,
hit
on
with
the
a
other
dumb
hand-
motherfucker.
Dude, we're like fucking 30 minutes into this. I can hit you with it.
Do you do you lather up? Is that what you're telling me? You want to save it for the end? We're almost out of here.
Yeah,
So-
bro. I have lots of lotions. I like to exfoliate and smell good. Also, I don't like having dry skin or ashy skin, so I'm fucking, you know, smell good.
I think my favorite part was the whole chained up to the doghouse thing, because I like how he escaped from
Yeah.
that. How he's like, you know what, I'm fucking over this shit, and he rams the doghouse like a dog torpedo, and just fucking gets the hell out of there. But then he comes back because he's a loyal good boy, and he goes in and tries to save his master. But that guy was trash. That was a trash actor, dude.
Yeah, the lead
Sheesh.
guy sucked.
He was dog shit. His sister, who was, you never saw her face either. You only heard her on the phone.
Until
she
the
was
end.
also bad. Yeah, she was
You see,
also
don't you
very
see?
bad.
You see her face in the end, don't you?
No, it's blurred out.
No. Ah. Oh yeah. It's like
All
in the
the-
distance or whatever.
The only
The
human's face
background.
you see is the male actor. It's only, or the main dude, his owner. And it's only for like a little bit.
Oh, and what about the neighbor guy? You don't see his face either.
No, he's wearing a
No.
hunter's mask, or it's always angled away from his face or blurred out.
He's wearing like a ghillie suit.
Mm-hmm.
He creeped up on that fucking dog, dude, in the beginning in a ghillie
Yeah,
suit.
that's what that is. A ghillie suit. What's a ghillie suit?
It's basically like you look like a fucking like a walking shrub, like you're like a walking bush
Oh.
for hunters. Yeah, he
Yeah.
was hunting. He had fucking bear traps all over the fucking thing.
Yeah.
And he
I just
went
didn't know it
over
was
there
called
to
the ghillie suit.
specifically. Yeah, he walked. He when he walked over there, he was like, "Yo, don't walk around those parts of the woods." He's like, "I have bear traps all over the fucking
No,
place."
it's fox traps. Yes, fox traps. And fox traps.
I don't know
Watch
what
out.
the difference
Okay.
is. I'm
Fox
pretty sure
trap.
that I'm pretty sure a fox
What's the
trap hurts too.
You don't know what the difference is.
No, I'm
One's
not a
for
hunter.
a
I
bear,
don't-
one's for a fox. You don't know what the difference is.
You didn't even know what a ghillie suit was.
Hey,
I'm
shut
saying,
your
what the fuck?
fucking mouth, you piece of shit.
Fuck!
That's
Thank
a-
you, Edubz. This
Oh,
fucking guy.
now you
I
can
knew-
discern the difference between fox and bear traps.
I know it when someone tells me. Also,
I had to pop
I knew
in
it as
for
the
that.
bush
That's
suit.
for you.
I knew it as the bush suit.
Bush
okay?
suit. That's the
That's the bush
military
suit.
term for it.
That's
Hey,
the
go on
military
there,
term
get it.
for it.
Put on the dang
Get
old
that
bush
damn
suit,
bush
man. You're
suit.
going in. You're going in.
Go
You're gonna
get
stay
that.
there for about a week.
I got 70s bush suit
I'll
going
tell you
for you.
what.
Check out Good Boy on Shutter.
So what is
All
the
right.
fucking fox trap, man? Can you show me? Let me see the difference between a fox trap and a bear trap.
I mean, I'm not gonna
is a
do that.
fox trap a smaller version of a bear trap?
No.
I feel like these are all good questions, man. Because I don't know. I'm ignorant. I need to find out.
Well, the fox trap that he got caught into, and when he ran past it, it got caught on his neck and dragged him in. It's like the more you struggle, the more it pulls you in. That's the
Like
one
a
he
Chinese
got caught
finger
on.
trap.
Yeah, that's the one he got caught on. But I don't know how they fucking work. I just know one's for a fox and one's for a bear, and that's the dude kept saying in the movie. I've seen this movie once, and you saw it twice. I don't know why.
So, do you think that if you put a bear trap down, that you could catch a fox in it?
I would assume so, but I have no earthly idea.
So there you go. There you go. A bear trap can be a fox trap too.
Okay.
A bear trap can just be a trap in general, because anyone who gets caught in a bear trap.
I would love it if we stopped saying the words bear trap and fox trap. Fox traps. Yes, fox traps. Yeah, fox traps. I would love
I liked when we watched the the Violent Nature that he used a bear trap. I thought that was fun.
Oh my god! Every time you say bear trap, I just want to grip my teeth together. just
Because you want your face to be a bear trap.
I just want my face to be a bear trap. Go watch the movie on Shudder. What did you watch this week? Anything interesting?
I watched the first episode of Welcome to Derry.
Okay, what'd you think?
I did not know it was going to be like that. Welcome to Derry is everything that Alien Earth wants to be.
Right?
There, I fucking said it.
Dude, watch more episodes. It gets better.
The beginning, like when that kid hitchhiking, the family picks him up, and the mom starts to give birth.
Wild.
That scene is fucking crazy,
dude. It gets crazy, dude. It
was so gross
nuts.
and awesome, and then everyone dying in the movie, in the episode later on in the theater was fantastic. Listen. When you're right, you're right. When you're wrong, you're wrong. But I'll give it to you now. You're right. It's actually really fucking good. I gotta tell you, man. They nailed the aesthetic and the time period. I like it. I've
seen. So they have the 5th episode. Well, by the time this releases, I don't know what episode will be on, but they just released the 5th episode. I'm like 10 minutes into it because I didn't get a chance to finish it. I've watched 4 episodes of it now, and Pennywise hasn't showed up once. He's been a different thing in every episode, and I actually love that about it. I love.
I was gonna say that's okay.
I actually love that
shapeless thing.
Well, the thing is that they didn't just lean on the clown, right? Because it's like because then you'll just get too tired out. They're building towards the clown. And then one thing I didn't know until I watched someone interview the director, I saw a little clip of that on TikTok today. Apparently, the opening, because I kept skipping the opening credits, apparently the opening credits get crazier and crazier and more horror every episode. So like the opening credits, so the opening credits is like the very first episode's like all happy-go-lucky. And it has like a weird vibe because of that, because you know what you're watching. You just watched a kid get butchered. But like the opening is like, just really simple and nice. There's no horror at all. And then I'm going to go back and watch it because I watched the interview before the episode. I was like, I'm going to watch the opening sequence now. And it was crazy. Like it's like shit's on fire, people are getting lobotomized, it's like horror shit's all over the place. And while it's still playing that stuff, it's really cool. It's a really
people
cool concept.
Screwdrivers driven into their eyeballs.
Yeah, it's a wild but no, dude, if you enjoyed the first episode, the concept is really cool. It's crazy that you had that opinion about it being what Alien Earth wants to be, because you don't even know how right you are with the episodes that follows. Like it very much is trying to be like this world expanding, like it's expanding on the universe of this thing that has already been established and we know.
Yeah.
And the way they're handling it though, I think is very, very smart. I don't ever feel bored. There's no like bullshit. I mean, there is a little bit of like these kids like each other kind of thing, but they're never. That's not what the show's about at all. It's not about like, oh, Susie likes Derek and these like weird like Stranger Things.
Easier though? Like, do you think it's a little bit easier because it's Pennywise, because it's cosmic horror, and technically he's fear, that you can create more? You can set up more scenes, you can set up more things, and you can have more monsters.
Yes and no.
Well, no, I mean, the creative part is probably what's hard, or what's difficult. But like, it would be easier because he's so enigmatic and he can change and all of these other things that you can do more with it. And then where Alien Earth, they probably didn't need to do what they did.
Well, I think you're mostly right, and what I mean by that is,
I got to say this again. If Alien Earth wasn't on FX, like if it wasn't on TV, I think it would have been way better if it was just on streaming and they were able to show, I don't know, more xenomorph, more kills. I think it would have been a way better fucking show. Just saying.
Or just put some more money behind it. But so this is what I'll say why you're mostly right. The reason why you're mostly right is because it has a lore that wasn't talked about in the movies because it's a book the size of two Bibles. And so that has a bunch of there's like a bunch of lore and backstory and flashbacks that people don't even know about because they only know the TV movie that was made in the 90s or these new ones that was made by the same guy, right? With this version of Pennywise. So you have this freedom, but you also have these like really set rules that the original creator made that make sense in the world that has already been built for you, and it's never been shown to the wide public for scrutiny. So you have this ability to kind of do whatever the fuck you want to in the confines of the lore that has a very enigmatic vibe to it anyway. Plus, Stephen King's world expands past just the It book, because if you know anything about the Stephen King universe, he has built his own universe that's all tied towards the Dark Tower. And It is actually... he's the shadow of and the consequence of the turtle god that created Earth by sneezing, basically, and created our galaxy. And it's like the whole fucking breakdown.
The turtle had a cold that week.
He had a cold that week and created our universe. At least that's like what I've gathered of. There's so much to it, but I'm a big fan of the Dark Tower series, so I know a lot about like the...
Ben, hearing you say that, I'll give it to you. I agree with you. But here's where I gotta be like, Alien has a lot of lore too, and they could have just stuck to it.
Well, that's what
even there's a little bit more cosmic horror stuff going on there. I just think they could have leaned heavily into the thing that makes it scary. Alien is supposed to be scary. Alien, the first movie is kind of scary. The second one is an action movie. The third movie is kind of scary, and it's the Resurrection's a fucking action movie again.
There are more horror movies than anything. Yeah. So
Alien should have been a horror movie. Welcome to Derry knows exactly it's a fucking horror.
Knows exactly what it's trying to do. Yeah.
There's no deviation.
Yeah, wait till you see episode 2.
I like the little hints of people's faces changing like Pennywise throughout the episode too.
There's a really cool scene in episode 2. It's like the climax scene. It's like the scare scene, right, in episode 2 that I just think about every day now. I really like the way it was shot and done. I'll just say it's the grocery store scene. So when you get to the grocery store, I can't wait to know what your opinion is on how that's done in episode 2. Yeah, it's so good, dude.
I'm going to binge the fuck out of it. Oh, also, I rewatched the last season 3 and season 4 of Stranger Things.
I can't wait. We're about to run out of time, but I want to talk about that. But I want to say something about the alien thing. That's why you nailed exactly why you hit it right on the head as to why I said you were half right initially. Do you think it's your initial question was, do you think it's easier for them to do what they did with It versus because of the subject matter? And I say yes, because there hasn't been so much scrutiny for It, but at the same time, why you're not 100% right is what you just said, which is they still could have, even though they're going up against it's a steep hill to climb to do an alien thing. Romulus did it,
perfectly.
Also, I know it's a movie and TV show, but still, I think that what you just said was perfect. They didn't focus on what you're here to see. Right. We're here to see it. We're here to see your cosmic horror aliens. We don't give a fuck about your internal politics or your other bullshit that's going on. That's why Welcome to Derry is working for me so well right now, is because it's every scene that happens has some way, shape, or form involving It or why the people in the town are acting so weird. And it's so, like, the more and more you're just learning more and more about this monster, and the more and more you learn about it, the more and more interesting it is. Plus, dude, I just love the It lore. I always have. I love the Stephen King universe. I always have. So this is just like nom. I really like the style and the way this is shot. I liked It chapter 1 and 2 a lot. I like his style. I like Mama a lot. He's the same writer director as Mama. That's his first
sure.
directorial debut. So
I
I've
love that they
always
had
liked.
Mama in the first it.
Yes, in the first
Wait,
one,
was it?
definitely cool
Yeah,
callback.
it's in the first one. Yeah, because it like bites
Yeah,
the
it's the
kid's
first
fucking
one.
face. Yeah, I
Yeah,
love
yeah,
that
yeah.
shit, dude. What a
So
creepy
cool. But
fucking ghost, man.
he's always had a really cool style, just like a visual
Yeah.
look to his the stuff. And now that he's got the money, he's able to do it again. And it's just like I've just loved all the creative choices. The guy, there's a character from The Shining. I don't know if you met him yet or not, but there's a character from The Shining in Welcome to Derry. He's the black guy that was the black guy that got axed in the fucking chest in The Shining. He's in
Yeah.
this as a the younger version of himself that he has The Shining as well. He's in this. It's just so cool how they're like doing all that together.
Was it the guy on the airbase?
Yeah. Not the one that just showed up. It's the one that got drunk with his buddies and was able to get and just like walked up. If that has
Oh,
that
I
might not
think
have happened in
that
season
that
episode
hasn't
one
happened
yet.
yet.
He was writing
Fucking ruining
in
my shit, dog.
he
No,
was
I'm just-
writing he was writing in the Humvee when the guy landed at the airbase. So there was the one with the
Oh wait.
mustache.
Oh, so
that
wait.
landed-
So wait. Hold on. So it's the black guy that stares at him.
Yes.
When the two guys
Yes.
lock eyes, it's the dude that's
Yes.
driving.
Yes. Yes.
That's
That guy is
that's
from
that's Scatman Crothers, right? That's the guy who has the Shining,
Yes.
right?
Yes. Yes.
All right,
All
all
that
right.
shit is so
Wait a
cool,
minute,
dude.
One of the kids, isn't that one of their dads? Like the brother is the father of because wasn't the main kid was Jewish, right? The main kid,
Yes.
him and his daughter, or him and his sister, and then he has an older brother. That's one of the fathers from the kids in part one, right? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yes. Yes.
All right.
And there's all a bunch of
Stanley
connections too.
right? Oh, it's Stanley's dad. That's it.
Yes.
Stanley's dad. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
there's so many Easter eggs and shit. But we're running low on time here. I will finish because you brought up Stranger Things. I recently rewatched all of them just because. No, I recently rewatched season 4. I've always been a fan. I think there's been seasons that's been better than other seasons, but as a whole, I think it really works. I'm very excited about season 5 and how it's going to end. I hope they do it right. Every single episode is a movie. Every episode is almost 2 hours long. And I think one of them, or maybe like a couple, are 2 hours long. They
Wait, in the
literally
new
spent-
season that's coming up?
They literally
In the
said
new
every
season. That's
Yes.
cool. That's
Every
cool.
single
That's what
episode
we
is
need.
a full-length movie. They
Wait a
said
minute. So
every episode
we're getting
is a
3
full-length movie.
seasons, then 2 seasons, then one, or then 3 episodes, then 2 episodes, and 1 episode, right?
Something like that, yeah. And they're all like movie-long episodes. They said they
That's
basically
great.
made 8 movies, is what they said.
That's
And
great.
they spent an insane amount of money on it. And gobs of money they threw at this thing. All right.
Yeah, no, I loved season 4 so much. That ending to
Me too,
season
dude.
4 was so good. Season 5 better pop off. It better start off
Yo.
with a fucking bang, bro.
I'm not ashamed to admit it. I've watched season 4 probably 3 or 4 times. I've literally not just cried, I bawl like a baby every time I watch it. Every time. The way that ends, and it's, you know which one it is? It's when Dustin goes up to the, spoiler alert, but it's when Dustin goes up to
Eddie's uncle.
Eddie's uncle.
Eddie's uncle. Yeah.
That whole scene, dude. I mean, it's
That interaction
immediately.
is. Yeah.
Immediately, I'm like, I mean, it's bad, dude. I start just going, because usually at that point I binged it, so I'm like still in the fucking like in it, and I'm just like, as soon as he walks up to his uncle, I'm just
You
like,
feel bad for Will at all?
I mean, I get pretty upset. You know, I know what it's like to be in love with a man.
I mean, just
gay.
take his story, like, just to be in love with someone who you just know it's not going to happen. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
yeah,
Like
dude.
that's.
I've been in
but
that
like
hurt.
they're hitting a lot of different fucking story arcs, and I just think it's. I really don't know how they all knew what the fuck was going on in season 4. How everyone was so in tuned to getting it all to happen, but I don't even want to analyze it. It's just so enjoyable that I let
enjoyable.
it slide. But there is a piece of me that's just like, how the fuck would they know?
Yeah. It's so interesting that you bring up Stranger Things, but because it really ties into the Welcome to Derry, because the Duffy brothers actually wanted and pitched to Warner Brothers to direct an It movie when they were workshopping it, and Warner Brothers turned them down, and they said, "Fuck it, then we'll make our own Stephen King world thing." And then they created Stranger Things and pitched it to Netflix.
See, hold on.
That.
That's the face of adversity right there. When you are told no,
Yeah.
that doesn't mean the door is stopped for you. Your dream can
Go do
still
your own
happen.
thing, dude.
You just
Go
gotta
do your own
fucking
thing.
say, you know what? All right, you're not gonna
If you
pull
want-
any punches at this point, because now you're not limited by IP that's someone else's IP. Now you get to create your own thing and go, fuck it, I'm gonna take it this far now. This is
Like, if you
where I'm
look at
gonna
it,
go with it.
They got to do with every season. They got to do like their own take on a classic genre of horror. You get you get the monster movie at the beginning. It's like dream sequency. Definitely got some, some It vibes there. Then the second season, you get to do a body horror or possession movie. You get to do a possession one where you got hive minds and you get demon dogs and all this kind of stuff. Then the third season, you get a body horror. A fucking straight up body horror, gross, people exploding and turning into fucking weird shit. And then like something right out of Cthulhu, Then the fourth season, you get to go, fuck it, I'll show you what a Freddy Krueger remake should be like. I'll show you what Nightmare on Elm Street remake should be. I think I would be hesitant to even do a Freddy Krueger movie after the season 4 of Stranger Things. That's how good it was. And it's
Only knowing
that.
what you know, because you don't want to rip off the idea.
Yeah, it's so
someone else had. Yeah,
it's so good. It's like I was like, man, that is the perfect like Freddy Krueger character without and it does it without any of the scrutiny. It gets to just be its own thing while paying homage to something different. Where someone's like, well, you didn't copy Freddy Krueger. You straight up. I mean, you did, but in the way of like, it's a straight up homage to it.
To be like, bitch,
Right, 100%. But they did it with class. The season 4 is, and I will go on my deathbed.
It's
or I will
die
on the sill. It is the best season, dude. Since season 1, it's the best fucking season. I loved every bit of it, with David Hopper being in the fucking in Russia. All that shit was fucking.
I even
gnarly,
like that.
Dude.
That's fucking fun when he's fighting Demogorgon with a sword. I like
That
the
was
other
so
character who had the flamethrower. They created a bunch of really cool characters. The only thing that I didn't like is they killed my dude Eddie. I fucking loved him at Jump Street, and it was the one character I was like, me, because I'm a loser who plays D&D and wears a stupid vest with patches on it. I was like, that's me.
Yeah, no, I think we all loved Eddie.
And he was fun as fuck.
Yeah.
So he is dead. Right, or at least they're alluding that he's dead.
Yeah,
he may not be used as something in the next season. You don't think?
People keep hoping, but they've said it pretty starkly that he's dead. So we'll see.
Oh,
but anyway,
see, I'm not looking up this shit.
I am, because I'm crazy. But anyway, well, I believe Stranger Things will be out by the time this one comes out. So we'll see what happens. But we got to end this. So let's bring in Edubz. Edubz, before we go, come in here. Oh God. I like how he brings himself into an empty chair. Oh.
Welcome
we go.
to the podcast.
Before we go.
You are some long-winded ass motherfuckers. Jesus, bro.
Hey, we talked about a lot of things, okay? I know you're excited.
I heard it all. I heard all of it.
I heard it all. I
You
was
get to
here.
hear it again.
I'm
when you
using
edit it,
my,
too.
dude, check this. I'm using my cell phone as a light, so I can't even check my phone. I'm just sitting around pacing, listening to you fucking talk about these
Boring
fucking
ass
movies.
motherfuckers. Yeah, fuck you, dude. Fuck you. Anyway, the reason why I wanted you to come in here was that if you wanted to promote anything before we left. But
Oh, well, you fucked
should...
up my whole intro, dude. Damn. You know how long I stood off to the side smoking that bong so it'd be hot and ready like a fucking Little Caesars, bro?
All right. Make sure you check out our socials, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram.
Why would you bring me in
also-
for this? Why would you bring me in for this?
Also, does Edubz want anything in here? No?
No.
I guess that's a no.
Next time you bring me in, let's do it on the post game, babe. Because I
All
had
right.
that whole intro planned, bro. God.
All right. I'm sorry.
Ugh.
I didn't know what was you were doing. Usually you're in here way before this.
Dude, I even made tuna. I got hungry.
All right.
I was smoking that bong the whole time waiting, and then I got hungry, and I made tuna, and I came back. Didn't miss it.
Didn't miss
miss
it.
my fake intro.
There it is.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it. You came inside.